Woohoo! And thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review.
Whiskey! Let's go to the club!
The Roswell UFO incident or the Black Dahlia murder are considered to be some of the biggest mysteries ever in recorded history. I'd like to address another unsolved mystery to the table. How did this supernatural horror movie, The Car, manage to receive a 6.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb? How? Just how? It stuns me because it doesn't deserve it one bit.
Everybody knows that.
I didn't expect to see something this stinky when this flick was recommended to me, but here it is. But before I run over this turd, please like this video, subscribe, and request a bad movie in the comments. And please consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description down below.
Shut up! I don't want to hear any more from you, do you hear it?
I'm gonna give it to you straight. The Car is about a possessed car which kills people. That's it.
What the hell are you saying?
And you must be thinking, but wait, this was done again in John Carpenter's Christine, and yet, that was a good movie. And yes, it was indeed a very decent horror film, but that's precisely because it had Carpenter in the director's chair, paired with an unforgettable haunting theme song, combined with some eerie atmosphere, a good cast, and while incomplete, the movie did give us some sort of explanation as to why Christine was driving itself around, but in The Car, they don't bother with it at all. There's a small hint that it's a possessed car, a demon car, but it's never made clear, because the screenwriters never put in an effort to create an origin story for the vehicle. It's just a car that shows up out of the blue and hits people, leaving behind it a trail of death and destruction everywhere it goes. The car in question doesn't have anything fancy about it either. It's just a bulky, run-of-the-mill black car, which makes it so forgettable.
Station wagon, hardtop, 2-door, 4-door?
But if you leave the absence of explanations behind, all the other elements I just listed for Christine are nowhere to be found in this disgrace of a motion picture. James Brolin, the father of famous actor Josh Brolin,
Hi, you guys.
plays Wade, a sheriff of a small Utah town who must stop the car, even though he has no idea as to what's even happening.
Yeah, 10 years of giving out traffic tickets and all this in one day.
All the characters are so boring and underdeveloped, it's frankly amazing how the writers slept on so much material, and this was supposed to be written by professionals. At the beginning, there's a little subplot about the sheriff's new girlfriend, and the difficulties she's having finding acceptance from Wade's 2 daughters, after a bad divorce leaves him as a single father. So how does that pan out, you may ask? Well, I guess we'll never know. There's an abusive husband who terrorizes his wife and kid. This goes nowhere either. Not only that, but the scumbag even gets to live in the end, while Wade's girlfriend is made into a pancake.
You're gonna be a little sore for a couple of days.
There's another sheriff who sadly dives into his old drinking habits after being off the booze for 2 years. We don't get any ending to that either. All these neglected subplots fail to leave an impact and make it worthwhile for the viewer. And I just must confess that this movie just takes itself way too seriously.
I don't believe it. I don't accept it.
For the source material the crew was working with, I think they may have pulled it off better if it was a horror comedy, if it knew it was being silly. Or maybe if it passed itself off as a spoof of older cheesy B-movies from the previous decades. But no, The Car plays it dead serious from beginning to end.
What the hell? I'm on trial here.
And that, combined with some sloppy dialogue and paper-thin characters,
Why don't you just get out of that big upside-down bathtub and let me see who you really are, huh?
make it dreadfully dull to sit through and watch. If it opted for goofy fun, delivering over-the-top kills with lots of nasty gore and impressive action scenes, maybe this could have been better. But not only is the script severely underweight, but they play it safe with a big fat PG-13 rating. I was surprised that for a film where a car is literally driving into people and homes, there's a relative lack of action and cool stunts and all that fun stuff. A lot of this is just dialogue, and the car sequences are subpar at best and don't show up very often. Okay, I'll admit, that was pretty cool.
Well, how's that for slow?
Anyway, bottom line, the car is not worth anyone's time. It's a shame on the whole movie industry, and I just wanted to see it drive off a cliff and leave us alone. What an awful movie!